you know, sometimes it's okay to be bought a drink, as long as there's no strings attached. Some guys think it's a form of currency, that they're owed something afterwards.
From what I can gather, and I don't think they mean to do it in this way, but it's a little bit predatory.
There's obviously been grabbing and groping, and you know, the classic, every time they try and get past you, they have to hold on to your hips.
You see how tiring it is for my genuine friends who hear the comments, who are just like, and I have to defend you, and it's just so annoying that people talk about you this way. And it's like, yeah, thank you for defending me. And yeah, it is annoying because these people are just ignorant. They think like that's all it is, and it's not even just men. Action. That is an excellent question. I change the answer every time somebody asks me because every time I read it, every time I think about it, the answer changes for me. I think it's about empowering sex-positive behaviour of women, empowering women to accept their kind of sexuality and being like, yeah, if you want to go out, you want to have a one-night stand, crack on, go and do it. You go and get that one-night stand, like, and don't let anybody be a dick to you about it because there's nothing wrong with it. It's also sort of about satirising the male behaviour of making a point like, right, you wouldn't complain if this was a man saying all of this, but I 100% know there are going to be little boys going to be popping up going, oh, but it wouldn't be alright if a man said this. Wah, wah, wah. It's been alright for a man to say it for thousands and thousands of years. Like,
to be able to just tell blokes to fuck off when they call them slags and shit for copping off with loads of guys. Like, guys do it, like, and then berate women with abuse for doing it. And it's like, well, you can't, it's double standards, isn't it? It's, like, yeah, I really loathe hypocrites.
You should say whatever you like without having to, you know, fear of being attacked by a guy. But also, you know, like, it kind of highlights toxic masculinity for me. It shows that actually we do have this complete double standard where we want guys to be guys and men and do the manly thing, but we also don't want them anywhere near us to do that manly thing. And it's, you know, it's much about them as it is about women.
but it's also other girls. Like, the problem isn't just with men, it's with other women who have been brainwashed and conditioned and brought up to think that being, you know, the polite and ladylike, I fucking hate that phrase, ladylike way of doing things is the right way, and that they think they're feminists but still think that they need to be ladylike. It's like, no, that doesn't, being ladylike doesn't exist. Behave how you want to behave as long as you're not hurting people. Like, just do it that way.
Is that okay, or do you need that light?
Off.
3, 4. Alright, thank you. Got it?
Yeah.
It's always been that I've behaved exactly how I want to behave, and I've never let anyone sort of, I've never let it influence me, like, oh, you should be like this because you're a woman, you should be like this because I'm a woman. I've done it the way I want to do it, but then I've had to deal with the backlash of doing it the way I want to do it. I've had the comments behind my back. I've had the, like, just like, oh, Tasha's just a bit of a slag, Tasha's just a slut, and like, that's just my personality apparently. Like, I don't have other interests, I don't have a career, I don't have hobbies, no, I'm just a slag. Like, I think in the past year I've definitely sort of kept quiet, but then I've changed a lot as a person. But then also, I don't get a lot of it said to my face, because I think people know I'll just kick off, and also they're usually saying it about me, so they're not going to say it to my face. They're going to say it to my friends and they're going to come and report it back to me, but at least I know that I have decent people around me who are going to correct them on my behalf, so I don't need to, like, they're never going to say it to me. But also, I'll make a note of that in my head and go, oh, that person has that kind of Neanderthal opinion of people. I'm not going to be friends with them anymore.
Well, just the way I look at it, if I say Final Fantasy 13 is the best, it'll be picked up on one of these cameras or sound devices, and no, then people will have evidence of me saying that.
Being incriminating.
Say down this.
Please don't use any incriminating footage. just by saying it's okay. Like, you don't have to be like this woman. You can be like this woman. I'm not encouraging the behaviour, I'm not discouraging the behaviour, I'm just showing it in a way that says it is okay to be like this. You know, with everything that's gone on with Me Too, with Sarah Everard, everything that happens like that, there's no excuse for that behaviour anymore. You can't be like, oh, it's just a joke, or that's what we all joke about. There's no excuse anymore. That behaviour is done, that's in the past. Yeah.
Should we still try to pretend like
Wipe your sweat. Wipe your sweat. No,
Actually, keep it, because that's good. You're nervous.
Okay, fuck
It's
it.
fine.
It's gone! Everybody spit on him!